What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the joint podcast of J&J Podcast and
Above the Rim Podcast.
featuring Rafa Alvarez, Sebastian Procel, Jonas Duran, Jonas Laughing. This is going to be one stacked podcast for y'all. And you may be wondering, why are we doing this in the dark? Do you know why?
Because we want to do something special for you guys.
Night.
It all night, Steph Curry.
Night.
So
That's right.
let me explain to you why I think we did this. So we're learning about a new religion today called Buddhism, right? None of y'all are Buddhist, hopefully. You go to Christian school? Okay, be quiet. And I feel like it's cool because a saying is you're in the dark, right? You don't know what's happening. So today we're gonna learn about Buddhism in the dark.
It's my favorite quote.
You know what I'm saying?
My favorite.
All right. Who wants to start it off? Who wants to start us off?
You can start it off.
Okay. Hold the mic for you. Mic check. Right here. Yep. So let's start with three differences between Buddhism and Christianity. They have a different concept of God. Christianity is a fundamentally monotheistic, centered on the belief in one personal God who created the universe and interacts with humanity. Buddhism, in contrast, is a general non-theistic. It does not emphasize on creator deity, and in many traditions such as Theravada, the existence of God is irrelevant to the achieving enlightenment, which depends on individual effort or good deeds you do on earth. So basically, in Christianity, in order to get into heaven, you just have to believe in God in your heart. And in Buddhism, it's all about your good deeds. So like, if you are really good and you have a lot of good deeds, you get to a higher status of heaven than, let's say, someone who didn't do as many good deeds as you. Yeah. And also, afterlife belief. That's another big one. In Christianity, we all go to heaven. We all follow God, right? In Buddhism, it teaches the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth, driven by karma. The goal is to attain nirvana, which is a state of liberation of the cycle, rather than any eternal destiny like heaven. So like I said, they don't really have a heaven. You just keep rebirthing.
Reincarnation.
Oh, my mama.
That's right.
And I already said number 3, which was the path of salvation, which is how you get to heaven or how you keep rebirthing, which is your good deeds for Buddhism, and you follow God for Christianity. Who wants to read some similarities between Buddhism? We got Rafa Alvarez.
All right. So we got similarities. One similarity between Buddhism and Christianity is the compassion and love that we all have. So for both religions, you want to have a high value of compassion and care for others. In Christianity, this is expressed through the commandment, love your neighbor as yourself. So, and Jesus' teachings. In Buddhism, compassion or karuna is a core virtue, and especially in the Mahayana traditions.
Yep.
And so that's one similarity between Buddhism and Christianity. So someone read this.
I got you, bro. El Paso. What?
Oh, yeah. Read the,
All right.
the
So guys,
statics.
right now we got some statistics of how many people in the United States practice the belief of Buddhism and how many people in El Paso, Texas practice it. So according to this United States estimates, Buddhists in the U.S. vary, but recent data suggests around 1.2 to 2 million adults identify as Buddhist. This figure accounts for both Asian American communities, about 75 to 80% of U.S. Buddhists, and converts from other backgrounds. It's not shocking, huh?
Yeah.
Then, in our home city, El Paso, specific data for El Paso is scarce, but it says that they estimate based on national trends with a U.S. Buddhist population of roughly 0.4 to 0.6%, which is roughly around 1.2 to 2 million out of 330 million. And El Paso's population, which is about 680,000, is estimated that our city has around 2,700 to 4,000 Buddhists. However, local factors like cultural diversity and the practice of Buddhist centers could adjust this to a few hundred to a couple thousand, though no precise local survey exists. So this, basically, the El Paso one was mostly a guess rather than actual statistics. Now next, I'm going to pass it on to the boy Sebastian, and he's going to read some notable Buddhist artists or
And celebrities.
All right. Where is it? Right here?
Yeah.
All right. Tina Turner, the late singer, embraced I don't know how to say that. Buddhism, crediting its chanting practices with transforming her life during difficult times. And a Christian person, Denzel Washington.
He's Christian. No, that's what he's saying.
The acclaimed actor is a devout Christian, often speaking about his faith and its role in his career and personal life. Even people like Chris Pratt and Carrie Underwood. And yeah, that's about it.
All right, let me give y'all a weird fact. A little tingle for your bingo, feel me? One usual practice is the Sakotawata Buso tradition in Japanese Buddhism, where certain monks historically underwent mummification. Over years, they follow a strict diet and meditation regimen to dry out their bodies while alive, aiming to become living Buddhas, preserved after death. This rare practice, banned in the 19th century, fascinated for its extreme devotion. So basically, Buddhists are stupid. That's what I got from that. And Christianity is a particular historical practice. Oh, you don't want to know Christianity?
No, we're just doing Buddhism.
Well, Christians, fun fact, John Duran's a Christian. Yay! All right, who wants to do the outro?
Sebastian got it.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you back with another episode. Peace.
LeBron! Boo!